Tuesday. And how do I feel about Tuesdays? That's right, I hate them. That's about all there is to say for today. I had work, and it was boring, and it was really boring, and I think it was boring, and I'm driving stick and vlogging, which is probably unsafe. Anyway, yeah, that's really all I have to say. Nothing is exciting today. I mean, absolutely nothing. I'm still just, kind of overwhelmed from last night, from all of school yesterday, and, talking to my professor like I mentioned last night. And I'm still trying to figure stuff out. I was talking to the wife about maybe considering doing some PhD programs, looking into that. And so apparently she looked them up while I was at work. She has a tendency to look up things all the time, which is really great because I don't have to do the work to find out information about things. I just tell her about something I might be interested in and she'll find all the stuff for me. So if you ever need somebody to look up stuff for you, get a wife. It's the best way to go. There's lots of good rewards around that. And so I guess she has a big list of stuff and she's been texting me while I'm driving, which is another great thing to do while you're driving, is texting your wife. That's always fun and safe, the most safe thing you could possibly do behind the wheel. So I'm really not really looking into yet, but I'm mildly considering that. I'm probably going to talk to Professor Rice about that sometime later this semester, more in detail about, what about fellowships and how do I get them and what do you do to get them and how do you write a good proposal for one and all that sort of good stuff. Because if I do decide to do a program, I'm obviously not going to pay for it myself because I don't have the money to do that and stuff, and I really want to get, a family started soonish. And by that I mean not in 3 years, because if I do a PhD, it'll be after I finish my master's, which will be, another 2 years from now until I graduate from the master's, and then another 2 years for PhD. So I don't know. I'm probably not going to do the whole PhD thing, but it's something we need to talk about and consider and see what we can figure out and do. So I don't really know what's going to happen with that. I may end up in New York, going to some artsy-fartsy school, writing for 2 years, but if I get paid to do it, then I'm going to do it. So because that's really the only time in your life you're going to get paid to just sit and write without doing other things like teaching or having some regular 9-to-5 job outside of teaching, or being an editor or whatever. And I really do want to just write. So if I can get paid to write for a little while and get my name out there and get some books maybe that I can get ready to get published, that would be fantastic. So that's really all that's going on right now, aside from the insanity of school and working and being married all at the same time. It's crazy. Things are going all right. I'm gonna go home and work on my memoir that's due tomorrow. I don't think that's ready at all. I feel like I'm gonna have to rewrite half of it tonight, which is, that sort of stuff happens. I just wanted it to be at least 10 pages long, so that way I only had 15 pages left. Because the way the class is, I have to write 25 to 30 pages. However, I feel like distributing it between the 3 different assignments that we have, and so I was hoping that I could get 10 pages done on the memoir, so that way I'd only have 15 pages to distribute between the 2 other essays that we have to write, and that way those essays, only have to be about 8.5 pages each. So that's what I'm shooting for. So I really don't want to just submit a long memoir piece just for the pages and then cut it down for the finals. So we'll have to wait and see how that's all gonna go. Oh, I'm not getting behind that truck of wood. So yeah, PhD. I always wanted one as a kid, but once I got into college and finished, and actually finished my bachelor's, I really decided I did not want to do a PhD. And not because I didn't want to get one, I just didn't want to be in school anymore, and that's probably because I wasted way too much time on my bachelor's. So education is good. Go as far as you can. If you can push yourself to get a PhD, you should do it. We'll see if I can. I don't know. No one even knows about this. It was just something that came up yesterday in conversation with my professor. I didn't even talk to anyone else, so you guys get to know first outside of the wife. It's not really anything yet, so it's not worth talking about to anyone else. I'm really just rambling on for myself. So anyway, it's Tuesday, and there's some wood. Peace out.